The animal shelter of Northeast Nebraska has hit an unbelievable milestone, officially saving over 500 dogs from kill shelters. In 2017, the shelter started taking in dogs from Texas. Lisa Descher, the shelter manager for ASNN, said the idea to rescue these dogs came from a former staff member.
He was visiting some friends down in Texas and kind of found out about the shelter that was near, that these dogs needed rescuing. And we're just like, hey, you know, you're going to be down there anyway, why don't you bring a few dogs back? And that was the beginning of an absolutely wonderful program for us.
Since then, Descher said hundreds of shelters in the Lone Star State have reached out to ASNN. Dogs are either transported by car or plane to the shelter. ASNN tries to help adopt as many as possible.
These are perfectly healthy, perfectly happy dogs. Sometimes they're pregnant, sometimes they have puppies, sometimes they are puppies. It's hard to pick and choose, but we try to pick the most adoptable, so the faster we can get them adopted, the more we can take.
But the shelter has now begun taking dogs with medical problems, like Lieutenant Dan, a new rescue at the shelter.
Now Dan is our first that we saved because he's paralyzed. Oh yeah, did you not know that? And so we just think that everybody deserves a chance.
Dan is a miniature poodle mix. He utilizes a wheelchair to get around since his two back legs are paralyzed.
Knowing that nobody was going to tag him, and the fact that we already have two paralyzed cats here, we figured, why not? And I certainly didn't want him to get euthanized in, a shelter just because he had special needs, and we're very confident that we'll find a good home for him.
Cats Zwiffer and Super Baby are two more animals taken in by the shelter looking for new homes. Descher said the shelter has the ability to take in these animals because they are fortunate to work with veterinarians in the area.
Everybody deserves a second chance.
Reporting from Norfolk for News Channel Nebraska, I'm Jeremy Skiba.